The story begins with the demon queen stepping away from her castle to find the hero and engage him in a fight. Even though the hero is just a kid, her subordinates fear for her safety, since main characters are known to have insane plot armor. Her subordinates suggest that they follow her, but she refuses. The demon queen retorts, telling them that he will handle the hero by herself. The demon queen flies off to meet the hero, but before doing so, she covers her horns to hide the fact that she is a demon. The hero, our main character, Yu, welcomes the demon queen with all excitement. Apparently, she has been posing as his master and has been training him, without the consent of her subordinates. The demon queen is basically doing this to keep an eye on the hero's progress, as she supposedly wants to terminate the hero the first chance she gets. Just as usual, the two start the training for the day, and the demon queen figures out that Yu is getting stronger already. After the day's training, Yu cries about how weak he is when he is supposed to be the hero. The demon queen pets him, assuring him that she is going to come the next day. Returning to her castle, she is conflicted on what to do and how long she can continue deceiving the hero. Later on, some of her subordinates show up to reveal their intentions to handle the hero, but the demon queen frankly tells them not to try it. During training that day, Yu notices that his master is worried, and he asks her what the problem is. The demon queen basically replies that she has nothing to worry about, and they return to training. Even though she plans to end the hero, she continues training him and showing him the way to go about in combat. During their dumb training session, Yu shows that he is a bird brain by allowing himself to get hit by a training log. The demon queen screams in fear, asking him if he is fine. Just then, it dawns on her that she is the evil queen, and she has no business caring about lowly losers like Yu. Momentarily, a slime shows up, and since slimes are the dumbest and weakest in the monster race, Yu offers to handle it. Yu hits the slime with his short sword, but it bounces back, causing him to hit his head. Standing in the back, the demon queen is relieved that the slime will finally be the end of Yu, since she can't terminate him herself. However, Yu stands up, and he continues trying, and every time he gets knocked to the ground. The demon queen screams at him, asking him why he keeps trying even though he is a weakling. Yu then replies that he is the hero, and it is his job to protect his comrades whenever there is danger. The demon queen is moved by his statement, and she ended up helping him terminate the slime. After the slime has been defeated, she hugs him, telling him that his body might be weak, but he sure has a strong heart. When she returns to the castle, she hears her subordinates talking about the rumors flying around about the hero's companion being a strong woman, but unknown to them, it is none other than their indecisive boss. The demon queen's subordinates start complaining about how strong the hero is, and the possibility that he might straight send them to the afterlife, when most of them have not gotten the opportunity to land personal milkers for themselves. Just then, the general of the demon beasts, Lion, steps up, saying he is going to handle the hero himself. Lion doesn't hide his discontentment with the demon queen, since he has hated her from the start. He is confident that he is more capable than the bonehead demon queen that they have ruling them. The demon queen finally gets off her throne to show Lion who is the boss. She scares him to the point of giving up on life before making the decision to show the hero how terrifying the demon queen is. The demon queen plans to end Yu that very day, but when she finds Yu, he has prepared a delicious dish for her, ultimately messing with her head again. The two end up sharing a meal, and the demon queen returns to her castle, exhausted. When Lion sees this, he believes that it is the perfect opportunity for him to terminate the hero, so he can win the people's hearts and get crowned as the king. Lion then tracks Yu down, and he subdues him. He drags him to where the other demons can watch him beat the crap out of the weak hero. By the time the demon queen gets a whiff of this, there is nothing she can do but let Lion do whatever it is that he wants. Even though Lion is beating him like a drum, Yu refuses to give up. Lion then taunts Yu, telling him that he is going to terminate his master after he is done with him. This finally unlocks the hero's potential, and he screams at Lion, telling him not to touch the people that he loves. He unleashes a massive aura from his body that sends Lion crashing into the distance. Lion is gripped with fear when he senses the pure and overwhelming aura emanating from Yu's body. The other heroes, who are watching, are also left dumbfounded. and in unison, they agree that the hero is dangerous. Panic sets in and they all run away like chickens. Yu is exhausted from the fight and he passes out on the ground. The Demon Queen walks over to him, clearly shocked that Yu had so much potential. She concludes that he is going to be a problem for demons in the future, and the best thing for her is to eliminate him when she still has the chance to do so. She picks up Yu's sword and plans to terminate him with it, but just as she is about to do it, she hears Yu subtly talking about how pleased he is to have made his master proud. This hits the Demon Queen's soft spot, and she decides to spare the hero yet again. She then tends to Yu and leaves him to recover, but she is still hellbent on showing him the true strength of the Demon Queen. Later on, Lion suggests that they take care of Yu quickly, but the demon wants them to wait and watch. As expected, the demon heads to Yu's hideout to check on him. She expects him to still be lying in bed, since he was exhausted during the battle with Lion. To her surprise, Yu is already back on his feet, and she decides to hide behind a tree to watch him. Suddenly, she hears Yu telling someone to stop right where they are. The demon freezes in fear, believing that she has been discovered by the hero. However, she soon realizes that he is pointing in the wrong direction while talking about the Demon King. The Demon Queen watches as Yu throws himself to the ground and swings his sword as if he were fighting an invincible enemy. She is utterly confused until she finally figures out that Yu was actually practicing how he is going to fight monsters and save the villagers when the time comes. Yu even gives a boring and trashy speech to his imaginative friends that he has saved. The Demon Queen finally reveals herself, and she asks Yu what it is that he is doing. Yu replies that he is training to be a hero, and he is always visualizing it. The Demon Queen finds herself blushing when she hears this, but she calls herself back to order before she ends up feeding the boy her juicy melons. Yu then tells the Demon Queen that he had a dream where he fought a lion, and he pushed really hard to win. The Demon Queen is shocked to see that Yu doesn't actually remember fighting one of her generals. The Demon Queen wonders if Yu is just playing around, but little does she care because she plans to terminate him while he is fooling around. Out of nowhere, Yu tells his master to act as if she were the Demon King. She agrees and makes a creepy face like a failed Halloween character while trying to imitate the Demon King. However, she soon stops because of how embarrassing it is. Yu, on the other hand, is not impressed, and he starts crying, telling the Demon Queen that she needs to be serious about it because it is a life-or-death situation. The Demon Queen apologizes and decides to do it better. This time around, she acts like a real Demon Queen, screaming at Yu and telling him that he should prepare himself to be terminated. Yu is blown away by his master's performance as his eyes glow in excitement. The Demon Queen is proud that she managed to hit the right spot, which qualifies her as the Demon Queen. Yu then continues with the performance as she raises his sword against the Demon Queen, telling her to prepare to be terminated. The Demon Queen also plays along, telling Yu to attack, since she is already looking for an opportunity to take him out. In the end, they end up having so much fun that the Demon Queen runs away again. She returns to her castle to bury her head in embarrassment because she can't terminate a little kid. While she is hiding herself away, her subordinates are staring at her, shaking their heads in shame about the dumb Demon Queen they ended up with. Apparently, it is written that a chosen one will descend from the heavens and will be the one to defeat the Demon King. Yu is just carrying out his duty as a hero when he sees a stranded little girl in the forest, and he offers to help. He saves the girl and leads her to her village. When the villagers see her coming, they are shocked, and the girl reveals that Yu saved her in the forest. Her mother immediately rushes over to grab her daughter, while saying it is not necessary for her to thank the hero. The atmosphere among the crowd soon changes, even though he just helped save a little girl. Rumors fly around that he turns into a beast when he is angry. They believe that he is some sort of frightening dude, but all the while the villagers are talking trash about him, the Demon Queen is watching them from a treetop. Momentarily, the village chief thanks Yu for helping them out, but he suggests that he leave since the villagers are already getting scared. Yu doesn't take offense at this, and he agrees to leave, saying that they are free to call him again when they need his help. Yu then leaves the village, but he soon runs into his master, who asks him why he is allowing himself to be treated like trash when all he is doing is helping out. The Demon Queen wants to know why he is not angry, and Yu mentions that a hero cannot get angry at humans. The Demon Queen adds that they don't even thank him properly, and Yu replies that as a hero, he is not seeking rewards. The Demon Queen then berates him for having flawed logic, because all he gets in return from the humans he is helping is nothing but trash remarks. She then asks him why he is so hellbent on being called a hero. Yu finally reveals that he made a promise to his late grandfather that he would become Batman and save people. And in order to fulfill the promise, Yu has decided that he needs to be strong and kind. While telling the Demon Queen his reason, he shed tears like a baby, forcing the Demon Queen to draw him close, while urging him not to cry. The Demon Queen encourages Yu, telling him that he is a brave hero who is trying his best to make a great effort. Yu argues that he has to fight harder because it is not enough yet. The Demon Queen then urges him to stay silent and just bawl his eyes out so he can feel better. The Demon Queen lets him know that he will not get the chance to cry again when he becomes really strong. The next day, the Demon Queen shows up at Yu's place, but she is surprised that he is not out training just like he usually does. He then walks into the cave where Yu is living, only to find him bedridden. There are claw marks on his left arm, leaving the Demon Queen to assume that he is just suffering from the injuries he sustained during his fight with Lion. It took time to develop, which is why she didn't know in the first place. While staring at Yu on the bed, she thinks of leaving him like that till he dies, since there is no way for humans to cure demon poison. The Demon Queen smiles, believing that Yu is a dead end. She sits there, watching him, patiently waiting for him to die as he writhes in pain. Suddenly, she remembers when the previous demon ruler died, and all she could do was helplessly sit by his side. Staring at Yu the same way makes her feel the same anguish from that past, and while trying to fight herself from caring, Yu opens his eyes to see his master crying. Even the Demon Queen herself is shocked, since she has no idea why she is crying. Yu painfully raises his hand to wipe his master's tears, telling her not to cry because he will recover in no time. Yu admits that he is feeling pains all over, but his master's presence is giving him comfort. After saying this, he passes out, and the Demon Queen's heart falters again. She couldn't watch Yu die, and she decided to help him. She then feeds the hero her blood, assuring him that he is going to be fine. Momentarily, Yu wakes up, and he has fully recovered. Apparently, the poison of demons is neutralized by drinking the blood of a more powerful demon. The Demon Queen, on the other hand, is bawling that she failed to terminate Yu yet again. Just as usual, she promises herself that she is not going to fail again. Just like the regular days, the Demo Queen leaves her castle and heads straight to Yu's place with the intention of terminating him. She arrives at his place only for him to welcome her with vegetables from his garden. Yu looks absolutely excited when telling the Demon Queen that they should eat together. The Demon Queen is absolutely flustered, but she tries pulling herself together to prove that she is not a crybaby. She wishes that she knew Yu's kryptonite so she could go full Lex on him. Suddenly, she realizes something peculiar about the harvest, and she asks him why the only thing he harvests are vegetables when bell peppers are sitting in the garden, begging to be taken to. Yu nervously tells the Demon Queen that he actually cannot stand bell peppers. The moment she hears this, the Demon Queen immediately assumes that she has found Yu's weakness. Yu continues by saying he can't stand the smell and taste of bell peppers, and the Demon Queen already knows her next move. The Demon Queen then acts like a strict mother, screaming at Yu, telling him that he is never going to have a chance against the Demon King if he is scared of some bell peppers. Trying to be a strong dude, Yu agrees to eat all the bell peppers. The Demon Queen is pleased to hear this, and she heaves a sigh of relief that her plan is going the way she wants it. The Demon Queen plans to push Yu to the limit of his mental health by tricking him into eating what he doesn't like, and in his moment of mental weakness, she plans to end him. The Demon Queen then stands with Yu like a hateful teacher, watching him as he grabs the bell pepper to start eating. While Yu is not looking, the Demon Queen tries to slash him from behind, but Yu suddenly turns around to tell her how bitter and raw the pepper is. The Demon Queen is stunned, but she is glad that Yu didn't catch a whiff of what she was about to do to him. Just then, a brilliant plan comes into Yu's cunning brain. He acts like a really emotional kid, asking his master to teach him how to enjoy bell peppers. The Demon Queen asks him why he is asking her to do this, and Yu reveals that he is confident that the Demon Queen is stronger and knows how to eat bell peppers very well. The Demon Queen hesitates, and Yu asks her if she doesn't like bell pepper. To try and maintain her aura, she says she does, even though she is also scared of bell peppers. To prove herself, she steps into the garden to get all the peppers that she can lay her hands on in an attempt to make a delicious dish from them. Yu joins her, offering to help, and before she knows it, she finds herself in the kitchen. The Demon Queen cannot believe that she somehow got herself in a really tight spot, but she is not about to be a failure. The Demon Queen decides to prepare the bell pepper with meat, since this is a good combination. Yu stands beside her excitedly as she works on the dish. Momentarily, she finishes the dish she has been working on, which is stuffed bell peppers with meat. The Demon Queen tells Yu that it is time for them to eat, but deep down, she is scared that she has cooked rubbish, since it's her first time. She keeps wondering if Yu will like it, and the moment he takes a bite, his eyes light up in shock as he declares that the dish is delicious. The Demon Queen turns red from excessive blushing when she hears this. Yu continues praising her, saying he never knew bell peppers could come out so good. Yu enjoys the food while staring at the juicy melons on the other side of the table. The Demon Queen is glad that Yu is enjoying the dish, and she tells him to eat more. Excitedly, Yu mentions that he is enjoying the dish so much that he is no longer scared of bell peppers. The Demon Queen almost has a crash out when she realizes that she has just helped Yu overcome his weakness. She cannot believe that she just helped the hero go one level above her again. Suddenly, it dawns on her that she has also eaten out of the dish, which ultimately means she has gotten stronger too. The two losers waste no time visualizing themselves with very tight muscles. The Demon Queen is pleased that she wasn't defeated, and she concludes that it is a tie between them. The next day, the Demon Queen shows up again with her regular thought of defeating the hero. She calls Yu out, telling him that they need to train. However, she notices that the dude is not coming out, and she steps into the cave to check on him. She finds Yu writing something on a piece of paper, and the moment Yu notices her, he immediately tells her to stay away. Yu doesn't want her to see what she is writing, and to get his master to back away, he tells her that it is a letter he wants to send to his comrades, who are coming to defeat the Demon King. The Demon Queen steps out of the cave, ready to fly away, until she hears Yu telling her to wait for him outside because it is important. The Demon Queen cannot believe that there are other people like Yu who pose a threat to her existence. She is worried about the entire situation, and she decides that she has to stop Yu from summoning his comrades. While Yu is busy writing, she is contemplating how to steal the letter and burn it. Meanwhile, Yu is busy checking out notebooks on how to properly write what he means to write. This is the first time the Demon Queen will see him write, and she never knew that he couldn't. However, she is impressed that Yu is trying to write without relying on her. However, the need to write a letter out of his comfort zone makes the Demon Queen wonder if Yu's comrade is that important. After Yu is done with the letter, he steps out of the cave to look for his master, but she has sneaked into the cave in an attempt to destroy the letter. However, she struggles to do so until Yu returns to the cave. Yu then picks up the letter and hands it over to his master, telling him that it belongs to her. The Demon Queen is surprised by this, but the real surprise comes when she reads the letter. It turns out to be a letter of appreciation from Yu, thanking his master for training him every day. He wants them to continue working together so that they can defeat the Demon King, and in the end, he lets her know that he trusts her. The Demon Queen is absolutely blown away when she sees this. Yu mentions that he already promised that his first ever letter will be for his master. She then asks him about his comrades, and Yu confesses that there is no one. In fact, he is a lowly loser, which is why the Demon Queen is the only person ready to put up with his dumb ways. The Demon Queen blushes hard when she realizes that she is the only one the kid has in his life. The Demon Queen then tells Yu that she is relieved that he has no other comrades. Yu excitedly tells her that he wants them to defeat the Demon King together, but little does he know that his master is the demon ruler he is after. The Demon Queen can't get over the letter, and she reads it over and over again when she returns to her castle. Her subordinates are left wondering what is getting her flustered while she comfortably sits on the throne. The Demon Queen's subordinates tell her to get some rest, but she refuses, saying the past ruler was always working, and she wants to be like him. However, her subordinates insist that she take a break, telling her that they are going to handle the rest of her business. After so much pestering from them, she finally agrees to take a break. She then decides to visit the hero since she is jobless. She deludes herself with the fact that she is maintaining a master-disciple relationship with you, so she can easily take him down when the time comes. The Demon Queen believes that she needs to show her authority by defeating the hero. The Demon Queen finds you in his training grounds just as usual, and she concludes that she doesn't need rest. The Demon Queen returns the next day to find you working on a bed. Yu is glad that the Demon Queen showed up just in time, and he asks her to help her carry the bed. The Demon Queen agrees with this, only to find them sharing the same bed. Yu is excited, but the Demon Queen is absolutely shy as she has many things running through her big head. She asks Yu why she is on the bed with him, and he reveals that he wants her to rest very well. The Demon Queen is hesitant to sleep because she won't be able to keep an eye on Yu. Just then, Yu mentions that he brought her flowers to help her sleep well. The Demon Queen is surprised to see all the efforts that Yu is making just to get her to sleep. Yu goes further by telling the Demon Queen that he is ready to sing her a lullaby just so she can sleep. The Demon Queen is confident that no matter what Yu does, she is not going to fall asleep. Yu ends it all by placing his hand on her head to make her more comfortable. Yu reveals that his grandfather used to do the same thing for him, and it always helped him to sleep. The effects of what Yu is doing start kicking in, and the Demon Queen realizes that she has felt something like that before. She suddenly remembers that she is getting the same feeling of when she was rescued by her benefactor. She enjoys the memory until she loses herself in sleep. Soon afterward, she wakes up, looking all disappointed that she fell for the efforts of a child. However, she realizes that she actually feels much better after sleeping. She then turns around to see the hero sleeping beside her, and he is even holding her arm. She realizes that she finally has another chance to take him out, but remembering the pleasing memory from her past, she forces herself to postpone her plan again. She returns to sleep, and she cuddles up with the hero. Up next, the Demon Queen leaves her castle to check on the hero even though it is raining. She tries to maintain her baddie status on her way to Yu's place just to avoid getting into puddles. She is met with a surprise when she arrives at Yu's place. Inside the heavy rain, Yu is training even though the conditions are pretty bad. He is covered in mud, and the Demon Queen is forced to take him away from training to bathe him. Yu tries telling the lady that he can bathe himself, but she refuses, saying she needs to help him clean his back. To the Demon Queen, she believes that she finally has the chance to hit Yu from behind. However, she soon finds herself fluttering in Yu's presence, causing her to lose her chance to terminate him. Yu notices the funny sounds she is making, and he asks her what the problem is. She says that there is a big wound on her body and urges Yu not to turn around. Apparently, she got the scar during her battle for the next Demon Lord's throne. It was a hard-fought battle, but the Demon Queen, Abyss, finally came out on top. Even though she won, Abyss was not happy that she had to go to the extreme just to defeat her opponent, basically showcasing that she is still weak compared to her predecessor. At that moment, Abyss figures that she won't be able to face her predecessor if she doesn't improve her strength. Yu finally ignores Abyss's warning, and he turns to look at the wound. On the other hand, Abyss is thinking of defeating the hero so she can believe that she is a worthy demon lord. Yu excitedly tells Abyss that her wound looks awesome, shocking the lady. Yu then mentions that it is a sign that Abyss took a lot of damage, but she refused to give up. Yu calls it a wound of honor because she was definitely fighting for something, saying it is a really cool thing to have. Abyss is shocked to hear that the hero thinks of the wound as an honor instead of a weakness. Yu ultimately reveals his desire to have a wound just like hers when he fights the Demon King. Abyss calls him back to reality, telling him that he needs to defeat a slime before aiming for the Demon King. Abyss cannot believe that Yu is ready to fight her, and get himself a wound on his cute, soft skin. Abyss is immediately hit with confusion on whether she can actually fight Yu and leave a wound on his body. She holds her head in frustration to avoid crashing out, while Yu believes that his master has finally gone cuckoo. Abyss pulls herself together with the idea that she needs more training so that she doesn't fail against the hero. In addition, She is trying to match the standard of the former demon lord. Soon afterward, Yu leaves his home and heads into the forest for survival training. He tells Abyss that there are monsters in the forest, but he wants to train himself inside the forest for a week. Yu reveals that this is Noel's test to become a true hero. Abyss is interested in whoever Noel is, but Yu runs off, telling his master not to interfere in the training. After he leaves, Abyss is confident that Yu is going to struggle because the forest is filled with monsters that are quite dangerous. Abyss is prepared to ignore Yu's cry for help when the time comes. Since there is a possibility that Yu is going to die in the forest, Abyss deludes herself with the idea that she needs to watch it happen, and not that she cares about Yu. She follows Yu into the forest, and Yu urges her not to interfere in whatever happens. Abyss assures him that she is just there to get a front row seat to his ultimate demise. Yu is confident that he knows how to survive, and he starts gathering things to make a fire. After this, he tries fishing, but he faces a hard time doing this, and he is forced to admit that fishing is hard. Abyss notices that he is using a harpoon, and she suggests that he use a net instead. Yu retorts, saying Noel told him to use a harpoon. The name Noel strikes Abyss's head again, and she wastes no time assuming that it is a girl. Abyss then tells Yu that he has to be patient because this is his only way to catch fish. Yu continues trying because he wants to overcome the obstacle by himself, so he can finally call himself a worthy hero. Abyss is glad that she is not going to get involved just like she always does. She wants to watch Yu struggle really hard until he finally self-destructs. Abyss is confident that Yu is not going to survive with the way he is handling everything. It is evident that he is not going to be able to catch a fish, and in the end, he is just going to starve to death. Yu continues struggling in the lake, and suddenly, he dives into the water. Abyss is worried when this happens, and she almost intervenes until Yu returns to the surface with a fish on his harpoon. Abyss cheers him on when she realizes that Yu finally got it done. Suddenly, it dawns on her that she is the evil demon lord, and she has no business being happy about the hero's achievement. Later on, Yu sleeps off after exhausting himself the entire day. Abyss is not surprised because she already knows how things are going to end. Abyss ends up carrying Yu on her back to help him out, but suddenly, she hears a voice behind her, telling her that she is ruining Yu's training. She turns around to see a mage, leaving Abyss to wonder who she is. The mage reveals that Abyss's presence in the forest is scaring away the monsters because they can sense a greater threat. The mage drops the bombshell when she addresses Abyss as the Demon Queen, shocking her. Abyss immediately becomes curious and aggressive as she demands to know who the mage is. The mage smiles, revealing that her name is Noel, the biggest melon holder who is in charge of milking the hero. Abyss is left wondering how Noel knew that she was the Demon Queen. Moments later, Yu wakes up, and the moment she notices Noel, she gets off Abyss's back, and he runs to hug Noel. Abyss almost crashes out when she sees how happy the two are with each other. Yu excitedly asks Noel when she got back, and she replies that she just got back. Abyss is burning with jealousy, and she asks Yu to tell her who Noel is. Yu gladly reveals that Noel is the great sage, and it turns out that her family is in charge of training brave souls. Yu looks like a totally different person with Noel around, and he tells Noel that he is working really hard to pass her trial. Yu then mentions how he is getting training from his master, Abyss. When Noel hears this, she becomes more interested, and she tells Yu to excuse her because she would like to have a quick conversation with his master. After Yu is gone, Noel tells Abyss that she is going to keep her identity a secret, and this shocks Abyss, forcing her to ask Noel what exactly her game plan is. She reveals that she has no endgame because all she wants is to keep the hero safe. Noel says Yu is just a kid, and if he finds out that his beloved master is the Demon King, it will break his heart. This will ultimately cause the hero's power to spiral out of control. Abyss is shocked when she hears that Yu is going to suffer heartbreak if he learns about her true identity, which will ultimately force him to display the immense power that she witnessed during his battle with Lion. Noel piles on the mystery as she tells Abyss not to interfere with Yu again. Abyss then retorts, telling Noel that she has made it her mission to defeat Yu, and she is not ready to give up. The next morning, Yu wakes up to the two jobless losers calling him to training as if he owes them money. Deep down, the two ladies are having an aggressive telepathic discussion about who should give up. Yu finds himself torn between two ladies who want him to engage in clearly different training regimens. Abyss wants Yu to work on his swordsmanship, while Noel wants him to work on his magic. Noel tells Yu that he is going to be a better hero if he trains his magical abilities. After hearing this, Yu decides that he wants to train with Noel, and Abyss watches with jealousy as Noel leads the boy away. Abyss soon finds herself caring too much, which was never her plan. As usual, she lies to herself that everything happening is nothing more than a strategy for her to defeat the hero. However, deep down, she is in despair. On the other hand, Noel tries to know more about Abyss by asking Yu if she is a bad person, but Yu refutes this. Yu reveals that his master is a strong and kind person who always helps him. Yu excitedly reveals that he admires Yu, and she is very important to him. Noel is shocked to hear this, and she realizes that the kid has trusted the Demon Queen more than she even imagined. Just then, Noel reveals that she and Yu are going to embark on a journey, shocking him. Noel notices the shock on Yu's face, and she claims that the trip is for his own good. Yu remains skeptical, but Noel assures him that she is going to be with him every step of the way. Just then, Abyss shows up, screaming at Noel that there is no need for Yu to go because he can also train in the region. Noel is pissed that Abyss just ruined her moment, and she tells Abyss to stay away because whatever is happening doesn't concern her. Abyss argues that it does because she is Yu's master, and she is not going to sit around while Noel does as she likes. Abyss believes that her chances of defeating the hero will ultimately drop if he goes on a trip with Noel. Abyss tells Yu to come with her, but at the same time, Noel is telling the kid to follow her instead. Abyss notices that Yu is already confused, and she screams at Noel to let the kid be, but Noel argues that Abyss is the one lying to him. Abyss angrily throws a punch at Noel, reminding her that she promised not to expose her. Noel teases Abyss, telling her that she is a D-rated actor because her intentions to get close to the hero to terminate him are all a lie. Abyss argues that Noel is wrong because she plans to terminate Yu with her own hands, since she is the Demon King. Yu falls to his knees in tears as he watches the two fight themselves. He blames himself for everything that is happening because he has been indecisive on what to do. Yu considers himself a failed hero, and the stress on him starts triggering his hero abilities. A terrifying aura emanates from his body that contains so much pressure that the two ladies can't even get close to him. However, Abyss suddenly makes a move on Yu, and she realizes that her body is pushing her to help Yu, and she has to find a way to calm him. She finally reaches Yu, and she manages to hug him, ultimately helping him to calm down. When Yu comes back to his senses, he starts crying again when he realizes that his actions have injured his master. However, Abyss assures him that he has nothing to worry about, telling her that the wounds are a sign of her struggle to protect someone important to her. Abyss mentions that it is basically what he would refer to as a wound of honor. Noel watches as the two hug each other passionately, and she reveals that she is going to step back in the meantime, since Yu appears to need her presence more than her. However, she lets Abyss know that they have unfinished business, and she urges her to get ready for what is to come. Yu is surprised that Noel is leaving, and Noel reminds Yu that she has duties as a sage. Noel and Yu then share a hug before she leaves again. As Noel leaves, Yu turns to Abyss, telling her to continue training him. Abyss smiles as she agrees to Yu's offer. Suddenly, it dawns on him that she has ruined her chances of defeating the hero, yet again. Noel walks away with the relief that she has nothing to worry about in the meantime. Abyss learns that the Noel family raises heroes, and they have countless heroes in several generations. Even with this, Abyss believes that there are things that remain unclear, and she needs to investigate. She believes that she is doing this so that she can know how to properly defeat the hero. Abyss then tells Yu that she would like to know more about Noel, and Yu immediately asks her why she would want to. It suddenly dawns on Abyss that she is so dumb that she hasn't thought of an excuse before approaching Yu. Right on the spot, she starts thinking of an excuse, but her brain loses more cells every time she tries to think of something good. In the end, she comes up with an embarrassing resolution that Noel is her rival. Yu is shocked to hear this, and Abyss reminds him of the encounter that happened between her and Noel, which is considered a training regimen. Abyss mentions that Noel is the only person who has been able to match her strength, which is why she is more interested in her. Abyss claims that she needs to know more before their next encounter, but Yu's mood suddenly changes. Abyss is surprised to see this, and Yu subtly replies that he doesn't know much about Noel, so he can't help. Abyss is still trying to understand what is happening when Yu runs off, saying he needs to train. Yu claims that he has a lot to do, like helping the village fix their road and fighting a bear in the woods. Abyss realizes that Yu is acting indifferent, and she starts wondering if Yu now hates her. Abyss doesn't want to believe this assumption, but the next day, she goes to the training spot, and Yu is not there either. Even with the disappointment, Abyss is not ready to give up, as she hasn't found Yu's supposed weakness that she is looking for. In her head, she is going through several stages of denial, leaving her to make up delusional conclusions for herself. Suddenly, Yu shows up behind her, and she urges Yu not to run away again. Yu then reveals that he is not comfortable because Abyss prefers to train with Noel rather than him. Yu asks Abyss if it is better to have a rival than to have a student, and he apologizes for being a failed hero. Abyss finally understands Yu's concern, and she tells him that her greatest concern has always been his well-being. Deep down, she is lying to herself that this means defeating the hero. Yu is relieved to hear this, and he finally lets off a huge smile. He also assures Abyss that he is going to train harder so he can become stronger, so he can also stand as her rival. He jumps in excitement, telling his master to prepare for what is to come. Meanwhile, the two are being watched by a strange, ominous person who wants to end the Demon King. Later on, Abyss is on her throne, thinking of how she has been pretending that she is maintaining a master-disciple relationship with Yu, but she has been unable to defeat him. Abyss is worried because if things continue the way they are, she is going to end up losing credibility with her subordinates. She then makes up her mind that she is going to defeat the hero the next time they meet. Shortly afterward, a demon strategist named Xantz shows up with armed demons, and his intentions to take out Abyss are pretty clear. Abyss is surprised by this, forcing her to ask him if he is behaving as loyal subjects are supposed to behave. Xantz then claims that Abyss is not worthy to be a good ruler, and this pisses Abyss off. She mentions that she has been doing her duties, and every demon under her care is safe. She then demands that Xantz back up his claim with evidence. One of Abyss's loyal subordinates tells Xantz that the Demon Queen is literally fighting the hero on their behalf, and it would be outrageous to say she is unfit to rule. Upon hearing this, Xantz whips out the magic ball with him, telling the Demon Queen to explain what he is about to show. In the magic ball is a recording of Abyss and Yu hugging each other in an emotional moment. This immediately sparks outrage among the demons, who can see that their ruler is close to the hero. Abyss tries to defend herself, saying they are getting it all wrong. Abyss claims that everything she is doing is nothing more than a strategy, but Xantz lets her know that he has intel. He shows more video evidence while adding more fuel to the fire by telling his comrades that the Demon Queen has developed a close relationship with Yu. Abyss realizes that her hands are finally tied and everything is going downhill. Her subordinates are already going crazy with the Xantz revelation, and she tries to save her status by reiterating the fact that she is only close to Yu for strategic purposes. Abyss says she plans to catch the hero off guard and take him down, but she soon realizes that everything she is saying is falling on her subordinates' deaf ears. Xantz continues with his well-cooked-up plan by saying the Demon Queen has developed feelings for the hero, which is why she failed to take him out even though she has been presented several opportunities to do so. Abyss tries to defuse the situation by saying Xantz is wrong because she has no feelings whatsoever for Yu, but Xantz tells her to explain their closeness together. Abyss claims that it is nothing more than a coincidence because she doesn't go very close to the hero. After saying this, her brain does its work for once and reminds her of the close moments she has spent with Yu. Xantz then mentions that it is hard to trust the Demon Queen, and based on the Demon Law Article 666, Xantz puts Abyss on trial. Abyss has no way to defend herself, and she is immediately put in handcuffs. Shortly afterward, Abyss is put on trial, and if found guilty, her title as the ruler will be stripped away. The trial ultimately splits the demons into two factions. While some are defending her, others are calling for her head. Some say her moment with the hero is a clear betrayal, while some believe that it is nothing but a strategy. Abyss is already tired of the whole scenario, and she wishes that they would just end her life instead. Since the courtroom is divided with no clear agreement, the judge decides to adjourn the case till the next day. Xantz orders that she be taken to prison. Apparently, Xantz is interested in becoming the Demon King, but since the trial is one of strength, he had no choice but to resort to his wits to turn the demons against Abyss. Xantz remembers how Abyss humiliated him during the trial by beating him up like he was nothing. He has been holding this grudge in him ever since, and he finally has the chance to settle it. While in prison, Abyss is worried about her subjects, and she figures out that it might lead to an internal division. She remembers that her predecessor created a region where all demons can live without fear, and since she is a firm supporter of the former king, this is what she has been chasing too. She became the Demon Queen to carry on with her predecessor's wishes and dreams. She also determined that she has to be stronger to carry this out, and basically strong enough to take down the hero. Upon remembering this, Abyss figures out that her struggles are not over and she needs to continue with the fight. Out of nowhere, her loyal subordinates show up in the cell, and they are with the key. They reveal that Lion stole the key from Xantz's room, and they immediately free her. They lead her to a shortcut, which they say leads straight to where the hero is. Abyss is shocked by what they are doing, and she asks them why they are doing it. Her subordinates reveal that no matter what anyone says, they still believe in her because she is the Demon Queen. They urge to defeat the hero and clear the doubters' doubts. Abyss is blown away when she hears this, as she never knew her followers could love her so much. Abyss then remembers that her duty is to the demons, and she has to do everything right by them. Since this is the case, she is determined to take down the hero that very day. Meanwhile, creepy Xantz is still watching everything happening from his magic ball, and he is enjoying the whole thing unfold like an IMAX movie. Xantz is glad that everything is going according to his plan. Momentarily, Abyss arrives at the hero's house to find him training again. Yu is excited to see Abyss because he was already worried that she was not going to come back. Suddenly, Abyss goes rogue by removing her horn cover while also telling Yu that she is not his master because she is the Demon Queen. With a scary face and stern voice, she tells Yu that she is there to take his life. Abyss claims this is for the sake of her people, and back at the Demon King's castle, Xantz is live-streaming the entire thing for the demons. Xantz is confident that Abyss is already done for because there is no way she is going to defend herself with his new brilliant plan. At Yu's place, Abyss wastes no time before attacking him, and Yu is forced to block the attack while asking Abyss if they are engaging in their usual training session. Abyss takes a step back when she realizes that Yu has actually improved due to his training, but she immediately realizes that she doesn't have the luxury of being happy about it. Abyss resumes her attack against the hero, kicking him to send him flying into the distance. Abyss is confident that she is doing the right thing for her race because she made a promise to her predecessor, which is to defeat the hero. Yu slowly gets on his feet, in disbelief that his master has become the Demon King. Enraged, his anger turns into mana development, unleashing a massive aura that shakes the ground. Abyss remembers what Noel said about Yu's heart and why it needs to be protected. The demons are blown away when they see the amount of overwhelming power that the hero is displaying. The demons start switching to Abyss's side, saying she probably knew and was trying to tame Yu. Xantz is worried when he realizes that the public perspective has started to change. Back to the fight, Yu comes after Abyss and tries to cut her down, but she blocks the attack with her arms. She never wanted things to escalate, which was why she wanted to terminate him beforehand. She blames herself for whatever is happening since she failed to carry out her duty. However, she decides that it is not the time for her to start regretting her decisions. Abyss taps into her power and retaliates with a powerful strike that pushes Yu backwards. Suddenly, she notices that Yu is struggling, and she assumes that he can't properly control his power, which gives her a straight shot at taking him down. She dashes toward him, but just as she is about to hit him, she realizes that Yu is in tears. He is struggling to believe that his master is the demon lord, and the despair on Yu's face causes Abyss to pause. Her kin back home are urging her to finish the hero off, but suddenly, Yu swings his sword, slashing Abyss in the stomach, and she crashes to the ground. While lying on the floor, Abyss can sense that Yu's power has gone out of control, which is why he could take her down with just one blow. She tries hard to stay awake, but she eventually passes out, and when she wakes up again, she sees Noel standing over her. Abyss is shocked to see Noel, and she starts asking her why she is there. Noel then reveals that she had no choice but to tend to her wounds. She tells Abyss to take a look around, and when she does, she sees a lot of destruction, shocking her. Noel explains that Yu already lost it, and he has been on a rampage for 3 days and 3 nights, meaning Abyss was out for 3 days. Abyss is shocked to see this, as she never thought someone as gentle as Yu could cause so many problems. Noel then tells Abyss that things have gone out of hand, and she is the only one who can stop Yu. Abyss is worried that she might not be able to because Yu's power has gone out of control, but Noel tells her that she has to do the same thing she did the last time. At the same time, the demons are preparing for their last stand against the hero, who has been decimating everything in his way. Xantz is holding the line, acting as the Demon King's proxy. He orders the demons to stay strong because they need to stop Yu no matter what. Yu soon appears in the distance with so much aura coming out of his body. Even though it is dangerous, Lion still orders his men to stand against Yu. However, all it takes for Yu to show how destructive he is one slash. Just one slash from him cuts the castle walls in half, ultimately scaring the demons. Fear grips Xantz, who suggests that they retreat. One of the demon leaders tells Xantz to do something, since he is the Demon King's proxy, but values his life more than anything else. Unlike the gullible demons, he reveals that they need someone to be the shield. This is when it finally starts to dawn on them that Xantz is the worst person to rule them. Just then, rubble comes dropping on one of the demon leaders. With no way to escape, she believes that she is done for, but plot armor and the impeccable timing of the Demon Queen save her. The demon spirits immediately go up the moment their beloved leader returns to them. They start cheering her on, and she tells the demons to stay safe while she handles the hero. Suddenly, Yu changes direction in reaction to Abyss's voice. Abyss is relieved that Yu is not completely, and she just needs to reach him and bring him back to his senses. Abyss then stands in front of Yu, trying to get him to snap out of his anger, but Yu is determined to take down the Demon Lord and her subjects. Yu swings his sword again, unleashing a powerful slash that sends a wise warning to Abyss's brain cells that she is going to be obliterated if she moves close to Yu. However, the demons are urging her to go on and not give up. Yu is irritated by their mosquito voices, and he cuts down a section of the castle where the demons are watching from. Abyss screams at Yu to fight her instead of harming innocent demons. The demons can feel the overwhelming pressure from Yu, and they conclude that it is the end of the demon races. Abyss realizes that her voice can no longer reach Yu, and she concludes that she has no choice but to use her trump card. With no other choice, Abyss steps into Yu's aura domain just like she did the last time. This tears her skin, but she doesn't mind because she is the Demon Queen, and she needs to protect the demon race at all costs. The demons are terrified that their ruler is going to die, but she shows no sign of weakness as she approaches Yu. Even when Yu swings his sword at her, she refuses to stay back. She gets close enough to see Yu crying and is in despair over the fact that his master is the Demon Lord. Abyss remembers all the good moments they shared together, and when Yu asked to be her disciple. Driven by the determination to save what they had, Abyss hugs Yu tightly while apologizing for her foolishness. The warmth of Abyss's body is enough to bring Yu back to his senses, and he realizes that his master is still the same person he knows. After subduing the hero, Abyss returns to the castle, expecting to be trolled because she failed to terminate the hero, but to her utmost surprise, they are all cheering for her. The demons have come to the unilateral decision that Abyss was truly trying to protect them, which is why she got close to Yu so she could tame him. The judge witnessed everything, and in addition, he obviously cannot go against the people's wishes, so he had no choice but to declare Abyss not guilty. Xantz is pissed that his plan is about to go into the bin, and he objects to the judge's verdict. Xance bases his argument on the fact that Abyss failed to terminate the hero, and he says Abyss is not worth being the Demon Lord. Xance totally disagrees with everything, and he expects people to back him up. However, none of the other demons wants to hear what he has to say, as they remind him that he was the one who asked for a trial, and the verdict has been settled. Xance is still arguing with the majority when Lion enters the room, saying he has information on Xance about how he blackmails other demons to dig up weaknesses in the Demon Lord. Lion tells Xance that he is the one who has a lot of crimes to answer for. Xance realizes that his entire plan has backfired on him, and he tries settling things by telling Lion that they can talk things out, but Lion orders that the security throw him in jail. As he is being dragged to the cell, he can hear all the demons cheering for Abyss because she is the best demon king, who has their interest at heart. They all make up their mind that they are going to follow the demon queen until the end. Abyss is shocked to see the massive turnout that she is getting from the demons, leaving her to wonder when exactly she is going to tell them the truth. With this, her already complex life becomes even more entangled. A day after the hero's rampage came to an end, the destruction that his power caused lingers behind like the damage from a toxic X. The demons are all worried about the hero's power, and they come to the unilateral decision that they need to find a way to make sure that the hero stays on their side. Abyss, on the other hand, is worried that Yu is not going to trust her again, since he has found out that she is the Demon Lord. Nonetheless, she still decides to check on Yu to see how he is doing. She arrives at his place to see that he is in the middle of a magic training session. She hears Yu talking about how he needs to get stronger so he can take down the Demon Lord, and this leaves her confused. Abyss continues watching Yu do his thing, and as he progresses, he mentions his master, leaving Abyss to believe once more that Yu really hates her and would like to take her down. She quickly pulls herself together that she already knew something like this would happen one day, and she is to blame for revealing her true identity. Abyss tries to find solace in the fact that everything she does is for the good of the demon race, and she aims to take Yu down before he gets the chance to trigger his hero magic. Just as she is preparing to strike Yu from behind, a cape appears over Yu, and he roars for joy, saying his hero magic has worked. This genuinely confuses Abyss because all she sees is a cape appearing over him. She is forced to approach Yu to ask him the importance of the magic because all it did was give him a cape. Yu then reveals that he thought about the love he has for his master, and this was when the cape showed up. In his tiny little head, he still believes that the cape makes him strong, but Abyss screams at him, telling him that a cape doesn't make him strong. Yu argues that he likes it because now he can have a matching outfit with his master. Abyss is blown away, and before she knows it, she starts getting the sense of comfort that she thought she had lost. Abyss then asks Yu if he remembers what happened the day before, but he remembers nothing. It then dawns on Abyss that the last time Yu went berserk, he didn't remember anything either. She decides not to talk about it, since Yu has gone back to his usual and happy self. Later on, Abyss learns that Noel told Yu that he is going to get even stronger if he drinks from the spring in the Cave of Lost Souls. And since she is the Demon Lord, she doesn't want this to happen. She and the demon race cannot sit around and let the hero get any stronger than he already is. She tries following Yu to the cave, but she almost passes out because of the creepy ghosts lurking around. She has feared ghosts since she was a kid because they once chased her in a dungeon, leaving an everlasting trauma on her like a permanent marker does to a whiteboard. Yu, on the other hand, is trying his best against the ghosts even though they are making life really hard for him. Abyss believes he has the perfect chance to take Yu down, but she is too scared to go near him. Momentarily, she pulls herself together so that she can't continue acting like a scared little baby when she is the Demon Queen. She remembers that ghosts are demons too, which basically makes them allies. However, her confidence is immediately shattered when a scary ghost appears behind her. She screams at the top of her lungs, causing Yu to even look back to check on her. Yu is forced to turn back and unleashes his power to wipe out the ghosts that are giving his master a tough time. Abyss is blown away by the overwhelming power that Yu used in clearing out the ghosts. Yu rushes over to his master once he has taken care of the ghosts, and he asks her if she is fine. Abyss is left blushing because she just got saved by a kid, but it suddenly dawns on Yu that his master is not supposed to be there. Abyss realizes that her cover is blown already, and she lies that she was just keeping an eye out for you, since she is his master. Being his gullible and dumb self, you believes this and continues with his exploration. Abyss, on the other hand, is worried because you just used his power, but he didn't go unconscious, which means he can now control it. Without a doubt, Abyss can see that you has so much potential to boast. Moments later, you arrives at the spring only to find it destroyed. Thanks for watching till the end, and don't forget to stay tuned for future chapters.